It's exam season at the moment, so for everyone out there suffering right now, here is a rant about how screwed up the American educational system is. Over the 12 years I spent at school in the United States, I came to realise that the entire goal is to get qualifications, usually at the expense of actual learning. The general attitude is that as long as you reach the prize at the end, it doesn't matter what means you use to get there. And this mindset starts young. In elementary school, I already knew kids who wanted to go to Harvard. I already knew kids who spent their summers taking extra courses to get ahead of everyone else. So by the time we hit high school, we have already spent 9 years in a system that consistently tells us our grades are more important than ourselves. Take, for instance, the pressure to enroll in as many high-level classes as possible, regardless of whether you actually have any interest in that subject or whether it's going to help you in the long run. So many students overload themselves with advanced placement and honours classes, even when they're aware that it's too much for them, simply because it looks good on a college application. It looks good on a college application, a phrase that I have been hearing since middle school and which one day I will hopefully be able to escape. And teachers and principals and other authority figures will applaud the students who overburden themselves. They will be told that they are the ones making the good decisions. While kids who didn't take those classes, kids who were responsible enough to take a step back and say, I'm not going to be able to handle this, are looked down on. And before you say that students just need to learn to organise their time better, let me tell you something. In 11th grade, I took 3 AP classes, I did relatively little outside of school, and I'm generally not the type of person to procrastinate. And I still found it difficult to get everything done. Now think of the students taking 4 or 5 advanced placement classes. Think of the students who participate in demanding extracurricular activities. Think of the students who have jobs or regular volunteer hours. And that isn't even to mention having a social life. Is it any wonder that so many high schoolers wake up every single day and just think, I hate this, I don't want to do this? And then the result of all this pressure and too much work and too little time is that people cheat a lot. I can guarantee that the students taking the most difficult classes, especially the students getting top marks in those classes, are cheating in some way, shape or form. And when I say cheating, I'm including copying homework and asking your friend what was on that test that they took last period that you haven't had yet. And because I know that there will be at least one person watching this who didn't do any of those things, that's great, that's wonderful, congratulations, but seriously, the amount of cheating in American high schools is ridiculous. Because for all their lectures about morality, teachers are surprisingly willing to turn a blind eye to this stuff. Years of my life have been spent being taught that it doesn't matter if you don't learn anything, it doesn't matter if you wake up every day dreading school, just so long as you get those shiny qualifications to put on your college application. You can't win. High schools teach teenagers to loathe education while simultaneously telling them that they're worth nothing without it. And if you had a different experience in high school, that's great. This video is mostly based on what I went through, but I just have one last message for anyone who's doing exams at the moment or struggling with their classes or just stressed out about school in general. You are worth more than the grades they're trying to reduce you to. Don't forget that. I'll see you guys next week.